Welcome back to Crypto Front and welcome back to another Jasmy update. Jasmy is absolutely melting faces, including my own face here. We will talk about that later on today's video, but we want to start off with the Jasmy price, taking a look at what we were experiencing throughout the whole bear market and where exactly are we headed with this specific price set here. Because to be honest with you, it has been a fantastic ride. Really has gone just according to plan, just according to what I had anticipated, honestly. And this is your Wyckoff accumulation pattern. As I said already, the model was just based on the anatomy of a trading range, and you can even see that this creek here is basically the same thing that you have on the Jasmy price set, and we are looking pretty good for the next bull one. But I was also expecting the Jasmy price set to just go ahead and have one last point of support right there before we let go of the price. It really doesn't seem like it's gonna come, but you know, those huge drops have actually come at times when nobody really has been expecting them, right? A recent example that I can give is the example of Sia coin. I mean, it was whipping 200% in the last couple of days, and then all of a sudden, just by one red candle, right out of nowhere, to be honest, it was something like 57% or something like that. So in a situation like that, I will actually be putting my buy orders below 1.2 cents here on the Jasmy price set to buy some of those Jasmy coins that I was selling right here. But enough with that, let's quickly go ahead and take a look at the price targets that we were setting when we were in the bear market here, the longer term price actions, the longer term price targets that we were looking for here on Jasmy. But before we do that, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm. People looking for Jasmy content will now be able to see this video much more easily. And then if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I would encourage you to do so, really, because I do TA on Jasmy and a number of altcoins on a regular basis. And without me further running my mouth too much, let's get back into the price set. And I'm talking about this falling wedge that we have been monitoring for a very long time. It's been 2 years at this point, and ever since we got the breakout in January 2023, this whole thing, I've just been treating it as the whole back test. Now we have the confirmation, and our next price target, the big one, is looking at something like 5 cents right there. I've also said that you can actually readjust this thing, and if you want to be much more bullish, you are looking at something like 9, 10, 11 cents thereabout on the Jasmy price. So Jasmy is really looking fantastic, especially on a weekly time frame like that. Should we continue with all these green, or in this case white candles here indicating bullish momentum, it's gonna be fantastic. This is something that really is not usual on the Jasmy price, which also leads me to believe that you know, we can still have that 50-60% crash here happening on the Jasmy price, because you know, we also tend to forget that time and again we are hit with something called leverage flashing here, that you just see Bitcoin dropping something like 10% and then you see altcoins dropping 30%. You don't understand what exactly is happening. So usually those things happen when the rest of the market is bullish, and then the market makers decide to, you know, just flash the market for some reason. But stuff like that always happen in this market. Just be prepared for a scenario like this. This price targets that we are talking about, we are not saying that it will happen in a straight line or something like that, but there are definitely hurdles along the way, and we will be there to meet with them. Sometimes it's painful, but it is what it is here in this market right there. But also much more bullish price targets here on the Jasmy price, just taking off the chart off of log scale, right? We have done this time and again. Let me go ahead and clear these drawings that we have right there, and you can actually see that we have a specific fractal that we are following here on Jasmy, and you realize it's something that you have actually seen time and again, right? So take a look at this fractal here, starting at something like 33 cents by there. We are going to be treating this as the all-time high of Jasmy, simply because back here there was just like circulating supply concerns, and really it was not stable. So starting at something like 33 cents as the all-time high here for Jasmy is going to be really beneficial. But we also notice that we have got some very similar structures that we have seen before in this market. Take a look at this. This is Cardano back then in 2018, and you can still see that it's exhibiting the same structure that Jasmy is pulling out here. So we have got a very nice blueprint here, and I'll just say this briefly, right, because I've done it time and again on the channel. You know, Cardano went on to reach the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level there. The best case scenario that we had was with Ethereum, right? Also taking it off of the log scale, you can also see that it was exhibiting the same structure that Jasmy is doing at this point, with a very high return obviously there. And you can also see that if Jasmy continues following within this fractal, it's going to be great for the Jasmy price. That these were the two best case scenarios there, and if we apply the same thing with Jasmy here from the very top to the very bottom there, looking at the 2.618, which Cardano did, you are looking at something like around 86 cents for Jasmy, right? The best case scenario here was the 3.618, which Ethereum did, and that was something like $1.20 for Jasmy. Really, I say this is the best case scenario. We had other things which never went to their previous all-time highs, but still exhibiting the same structure, right? The worst case scenario, which I'll just talk about here, was Sia Coin. And what you noticed with Sia Coin was that it actually did not get into its previous all-time high, but it actually had a bigger run than what Cardano and Ethereum did, because it had something like more than 85x, right? So this is the same structure that we have been talking about, and with Jasmy we are probably somewhere here, right, looking to do something like this, which I was saying that this on its own was something like an 85x. A lot of people didn't realize that because it did not get into its previous all-time high. So again, according to Fibonacci retracement levels, that will actually be something like the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, right? So coming back to Jasmy, taking a look at where our 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level is, we are looking at something like 16 cents. So for the very worst case scenario in this bull market, I see Jasmy going to something like 16 cents. And then the very best case scenario, we are looking at something like 86 cents, $1.20 here for the Jasmy price set. Obviously, you tell me what you think about this price targets, but in the immediate short term, I'm still a little bit not convinced that we are ready to go with the Jasmy price that I still expect that crash to happen here. Obviously, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't buy or sell anything because of anything I say, alright? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the very next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye.